Hi everyone, welcome. I am going to be working on this little 4x4-inch paper block, a patterned paper block from Dollarama. So these little paper pats, they come with 100 sheets of paper in them. This is the first one I picked up because I didn't know what I was going to do with it. It's been sitting in my stash for a while, but I see these with different patterns on them all the time at Dollarama. And this is $1.25. That's what I paid for this, 100 sheets. Now, it's not exactly 4x4. It's like 3 7/8. So they're just under 4x4 inches. So I didn't know what to do with them. And if anything is smaller than a 6x6 piece of paper, when I'm done crafting, I throw it in my tray, and this is where it gets left. So I have all these papers in here. I chose, out of my big box, I chose all the ones that had spring and summer colors, the pinks, the light blues, the greens, the light beiges, some of those types of colors. But this is a very, it's a craft paper background in a lot of this. There's all of this craft paper in here with these patterns on it, and they're so pretty. This one doesn't have the craft paper background, but then this one is absolutely gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. And I'll show you what I've been doing with them. So I've been going through, adding some of the other papers, so I take a 4x4 piece of paper and I layer just some other scraps and colors on top, and then choose a sticker or a die cut or something to put on top of them. I want a stack of them because the more I thought about how I could use them, the more I decided I wanted. So I can use these to go into little tuck spots inside of a journal. I can take these now and actually glue them down in my small journal that I write in every day. Sometimes I Zentangle or just doodle a picture at the top. But wouldn't it be cute to just grab one of these and pop it down so that I can put some day end notes underneath it? These would make really great fronts for little thank you cards. You could put a little sentiment on here to finish it off, add a few gemstones, and put it on the front of a little card if you want to send somebody a thank you. So I'll show you some of the ones I've made. I rounded the corners on this one, and I didn't like it. I like it better with the straight edges. I also have been taking either my black or my white pen, and I've been just going around stitching or drawing sketchy lines around each piece of paper that I put on as well. So I've got that one. I did this one. This is really pretty. Like, this is just the background paper with 3 brighter colors on front. This is fussy cut from one of my ephemera books. I think this was actually the Valentine one. And these little dragonflies are just, I had 1 sheet of this from Your Creative Studio, but I used to get a subscription box from them, and it's fabulous. So I've used up a lot of the dragonflies. These are the last 2 small ones, but there's also some large dragonfly stamps in that box as well. So you could actually stamp on a piece of paper, cut out your image, color it, put it on. The image for this one is a Post-it note. I got a Post-it note almost every month in my subscription box from Sticky Club, and I had this daisy, and this little book has this background paper with these little white and yellow daisies. So I thought that this was really pretty. And then this one, Easter's coming up. This would be really cute. Not so much as an Easter card. Well, it would be cute on an Easter card. It absolutely would be adorable. But a thank you card at Easter time. This is also a fussy cut image from my Easter ephemera book. I'll put a link in the description to my Amazon storefront, and I have a section in there where I have all of the ephemera books that I absolutely love. This is one of those images. And once again, going around all of the pieces of paper in black just looks fabulous. But here's another one, and this was way easier to make. This background piece was all these trees with these pink blossoms on it. Very neutral. So I decided to use a fussy cut image. There's a little tree in the fussy cut image that just looked like these. A lot of times I've been able to find images that reflect what's in the larger piece. And then I just did a circle. So I have all kinds of circles punched out. I found one that was just a neutral color and decided to back the top part of this fussy cut image. And I've got so much glue on my fingers. And then I did this one as well. And I absolutely love this one. This is just 3 of these sheets. And I used this one full size. This one's cut down. This one's cut down further. Then I used my white paint pen to go all the way around every image so that the bunny would pop. The next piece pops, and you can really see the layers when you use the white. This one is really simple. I'm going to move those for a minute because I took a piece of this bright pink that was in there, and then this image had the craft paper with this little bird, the pink flowers, the blue flowers. There's a butterfly here and here. And I had this image that I fussy cut out. There's a little bird in the image. There's flowers in the image. And then there's this stack of books just sitting on this pathway in the rain. And I thought, for spring, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of those pieces that I would love to put at the top of a journal page, but I might put some washi tape down behind it first, or even some washi tape coming off the front, and layer it when I put it in a journal. This one, absolutely beautiful. I'm actually thinking now that I should go over my black pen in the white. I should have used white on this because I used, I'll show you the piece. This is absolutely gorgeous. And I used this as my background. And I never thought I was using the black pen. I just picked it up because I just used it. But this should have been done in white. So I may use this as a background piece and do another one on top of it. I'll think about that for a minute. But right now, I'm going to layer another one on. This is a circle that I cut off of a calendar. You know how you have the smaller images? These ones were small enough that I cut them out with circle punches. So I got this, and it's got some pink and some of this greenish color in it. So I thought I'd use the craft with the pink polka dots, and then I'd layer I'm going to cut this piece down a little bit Doesn't need to be that big. But I thought I'd stick that over the edge there a little bit and then stick it over the edge here a little bit like this, and then put this piece on here and this piece on here like this. Get them a little bit more centered, and that would be my image. I might even do it this down a little bit and this up a little bit. I think I'm going to do it that way. And I'm using just my white school glue for this. I've got it in this little bottle so I can squeeze it out and it doesn't come out in great big clumps. It's just the Elmer's. I don't want it to stick over my paper too far. I'm just going to use my dots to kind of line it up so that it's fairly straight. But as you can see, there's not a lot of work to this because all these little 4x4 inch papers are already pre-cut. There. So I can put that there. In my little scrap bin, I also have lots of little circles cut out of things, but I've also got some fussy cut images from magazines. And I'm finding that some of these bright pictures on top of this craft colored paper are working really well. Isn't that adorable? Now, that could be on the front of a card. That could be, I get sometimes the craft cards. So this would look good on the front of a craft card. It's just cute, and it's something that I could use almost anywhere. I'm not a card maker. I don't do cards very often. I joined a card making group on Facebook, so I may have to try to attempt some of them. What am I going to use as a background? Do I need a dark background for this? You'll notice I haven't gone around that last one that I made with any color of ink yet, because I wait till I have 4 or 5 of them made and then do them all at once. Is there 2 of these here? No. And these have been in my stash for a while, so they tend to curl up a little bit when I pull them off the sticky note. I'll show you. Where is the... See, they're all stuck together there, and there's a whole stack of them. So, sticky notes are a really good source. I don't think I want that to be that dark. Will it look better on something like that? I'm going to go through my little... I do love the pink for the Easter. That would be cute. Let's see what else I've got. I'm loving the little bits of this kind of dusty pink color. What about another piece of that? Daisies, daisies, daisies everywhere. That is adorable. Absolutely. So that'll have to be up here, kind of in this corner, so that I can put this one there, because if I come back later and put a sentiment on it, that's another reason that I'm using this because you have to get glue. This is just a squeeze bottle, a fine line applicator bottle that I got on Amazon. And I find that with my other glues, I can't get up into things like these little tips. Gluing is such serious work, isn't it? So it's Sunday morning when I'm doing this. I'll probably put this video up on Tuesday as a build your stash. Because that's exactly what I'm doing, building up my stash. It's not really a scrap buster video because I'm using these new sheets. But you could certainly go through all your scraps and just cut out whatever size you want for your background and start blending all your scraps together. So I'm just going to pop that one back there so I can come back later. And I'm going to pick another image. This is what I was doing. I was just... I love these yellow images. But I don't think there's anything that's like a yellowish or that would look good. Although the daisies are... These daisies, I'm going to have them all used up. There's another one that would just look so pretty on these daisies. I'm going to save that. I have 2 of these yellow images. They're so cute, guys. I'm debating on what to do with this. I think I'm going to do a bit of a collage on top of it, like I said. So I have this, and I have this big bunny, and he would look stunning on here. Absolutely. So he's got to go on that. I don't know what I'll do. I might cut that down and put it on another piece. I want to just make a few more. I have one of these little guys from my cutting session when I did my steampunk memory decks card. And I wonder if I can find a little... This looks like such an old-fashioned wallpaper. And he looks like he's getting ready to go to an old-fashioned ball. It almost makes this look Victorian in a way with that wallpapery print. Isn't he cute? This is also very... I might not find anything steampunky for a background in here, but this is also very pretty. Trying to figure out now those 2 pieces would be good, but not on that background. That would be pretty on there. I'll have to think. I just want to have some pieces that are ready to grab. That's actually really pretty on there. I have this wee puppy. I think I'm going to do a collage and put that puppy on something. Because I like this because it kind of ties in with the green here. Sometimes I get a piece out and it just doesn't work with what I want to do. That's good right there. All these little branches. Then I'm just going to take, I need another circle, like a really, here's an old book page. I'm getting frustrated because my circle punch is not punching. I don't think this is going to matter. It's leaving right at the part where the hinges on the movable part. It is leaving a rough edge. But it kind of gives the feel of a great big moon, and your image isn't sitting in front of it when you use this dirtied paper. I did a 2-inch circle as well, just to see. No, I like the big one. I think I'm going to do this because this would be perfect with just a nice sentiment across here. Before I was doing this, I was gluing. I've been here all day. It's raining. It's miserable. Yeah, I've got so much glue stuck on me and some inks. I'm going to have to soak my hands to get them clean when I'm done with this. There. So this could be a spot where I could put one of these dragonflies. Like that. Just the addition of something like that gives your eye 2 places to land. Well, actually 3, because you're looking at this and it's like a moon, and then you've got this. Now, this is something that I think I would do a little black on, but I think all I will do here is just go just around the inside of the moon. I'm going to call it the moon. And I'm using a micron pen because I don't know what I'm going to do with these later. And because of that, because this has got archival ink in it, it doesn't matter what I put on afterwards. These are not going to run. So I've got that one. I've got this little one, which I think is perfect for white. You don't have to do anything around the outside edges at all. So I'm thinking just a little bit of a zigzag, a big zag, and then some zigzag. It's just another little bit of interest. Just, I mean, it lightens the outside edge a little bit. Now I think this one needs stitching around the outside, but I can leave that. I don't have to do it right now. This one could definitely use some white. And because I have these extra pieces of paper on here, of course we want to stitch them onto our background. And this is why I leave this till the end and do 5 or 6 of them at the same time, because it kind of stops your flow going from one thing to another. There. Do I want some stitching on the outside of this one? My lines are crooked. It actually looks like I could be doing some sewing on here because I don't sew in a straight line. I mean, I have a machine and these would look absolutely adorable sewn. But my machine isn't very heavy duty and it's a pain in the butt to get out and set everything up. I'm still working on my craft room cleanup, and because I'm doing that, in my plans, I actually have a spot to set my sewing machine up in here when everything is done. So that one is done, that one's done, that one's done. So I have a dozen of them. I might do one more. Oh, a nice baker's dozen. What about that? I really want to put him on this piece of paper, but I know that I need something else. I can't just be him on the paper. That might work. Yeah, I've been finding that I have to put, if I just use images on the little scrap of paper, I have to have 2 or 3 images. Or I can use one image and put 2 or 3 scrap pieces in the background and do that, that collage method, or I can, there's just so many different things that I can do. But this, I just know that I want this fella in my journal. And this is a piece that I would absolutely use. I mean, I have an idea where already. This butterfly is coming off of this in pieces. There. There. That's absolutely wonderful. I love that. I just had to use them. So I think I'm going to stop here. I'll put these in my little box of goodies. I just wanted to come on and give you some ideas to use these little 4x4 papers. It's just such an economical way to build your stash, especially if you're a new crafter. And of course, this moon needs to be outlined as well. And yeah, so just ideas. Just ideas. There. That's pretty. I don't even think I'm going to go around the outside of this one yet because, like I said, I'll probably use this in my journal for sure. And when I do, I kind of put it down and do a little doodling around it. So I have just a pile of things now that I can use. So let's spread them out a little bit so you can get a better look. I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking it needs something, but all it might need is I love dragonflies. I mean, everybody loves dragonflies, right? So it just needs this little pop right there. So a dragonfly on it. There. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you're watching. Also, let me know, is there a favorite? Yeah, is there a favorite? Do you love certain images more than others? What do you think of this little idea for using these 4x4 inch paper pads? And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love if you did that before you left so that you can come back, craft with me, see what I'm up to. I'll see everyone in the next video. Until then, bye-bye for now, everyone. Have a really great day.